as God began to look, he looked and saw a little shepherd boy that looked like a freckled-faced, red-headed cartoon character by the name of David. He looked at David. David didn't look like king material. He was out abiding sheep. He smelled like a camel. He stunk. He was dirty. He'd been tending sheep. There was Saul in all of his glory and all of his majesty. But there was David out there because God couldn't use Saul anymore because he was so focused upon himself. But there was a little shepherd boy out there in the desert, and he was abiding sheep that was out there writing psalms of how great God is. He's my fortress. He's my refuge. He's my all in all. He is everything that I need. He'll be with me in the valley. He'll walk through the valley of the shadow of death. He began to write and said, I'm going to praise his name and exalt his name forever. That's what I'm going. God says, I can use that. He don't look like much, but I can use him because he wants to praise me. Somebody in here, if you truly want something from God, you're going to have to learn how to exalt his name. You have to learn to exalt him. He has to be taken from a place of where you see him to the place of who he really is. You don't hear me this morning. David said, I may not be much, but attending my daddy's sheep, I was able to kill a lion. I was able to kill a bear. And when Goliath came against my people, and Saul was so struck upon himself that he's now fearful because he doesn't recognize that the anointing of God was upon him. And now listen to me. He's now saying, I can't defeat this Philistine. I can't do it. I can't get there. I can't make it. But all of a sudden, David stands up and says, I'll go against this Philistine because, see, I know who God is. Oh, you don't hear me. I know who. David said, I know who he is. Because, see, I've made a mess of my life. But even in the midst of my mess, God still was with me. He was with me in my failure. He was with me. Now, come on, somebody. You think God can't use you because of what you did yesterday? God's just looking for somebody that'll praise their way out of their mess into their blessing and magnify his name. Not so concerned about position, but more interested in the anointing. David said, I'll go against that Philistine. And the first thing that he did, he went out there and began to praise the name of God. He went and looked at that Philistine. He said, you come to me with a spear and a sword. But he said, just hold on a minute. I can just see him. I can't help it. Y'all may see him in a different way. I see him in this light. I see him. Wait a second. You come to me. You tell me that I'm just a ruddy little boy coming out to do a man's job. But yet you come to me with a spear and a sword. But just give me a minute for a praise break right here. I come to you in the name of the Lord. Oh, somebody. Oh, come on. I believe David took a praise break right there. I have a feeling he probably went, I come to you. Hold it. I come to you in the name of the Lord. Somebody ought to praise Jesus right now. exalt his name forever.